Hello and welcome to lesson 7. Today we're going to do two patterns, both wet flies. One a traditional North Country spider, the Partridge and Orange, which in actual fact was the first fly I ever tied. The second is the Greenwells Glory, which goes back many years as well and was credited to Canon Greenwell, hence the name. Both these flies are relatively simple to tie and the materials are very basic. Just see how it goes. We're going to start the session with the Partridge and Orange, very old traditional North Country pattern. Very simple to tie. Start off with the head in the normal way, just to tie it up. Now, the hackle we're going to use is the brown partridge hackle off the back of the partridge. This is a rather larger one because for demonstration purposes only I'm using a size 10 hook. This fly would normally be on a 12 or a 14. The original idea was that these flies should be very thinly dressed, and our forebears decided that they would actually use only half the feather, so they divided it off. Now I nearly did it the wrong way. Put the fly in, it will be that way on the hook. The bit you're going to take off is the bit on the other side. You tear it off like so. Tie it in at the root with the other one. Bring it down nice and nice steady turns. Snap off the stalk. I'm going to tie this as I would the traditional sizes. I'm not going to try to do it in proportion, go up and down the body to make the thickness of the fly to match the hook. It'll be a straight down, up and down. Now back up again, touching turns. Back up to the root of the hook. At this point in time we're going to use hackle pliers. I don't think we've mentioned these before. These are a very important item whenever you're doing hackles. They work by grasping the end of your hackle in the end, like so, and then turning it round the shank of the hook two, 3 times. Tie down, tie the end bit, there you are, that's nice. Now you can be very brave and try to snap it off, but sometimes you might just pull it through. Get your hook, your scissors, beg your pardon, just slide it up and do that. Don't cut with the scissors because you might just damage the hackles. That's the fly finished. All I've got to do now is tie it off. Doesn't take very long at all, does it? Now this particular fly, this is the Partridge and Orange. As I say, it's the first fly I ever tied. A very popular alternative to it is a yellow body with the brown hackle, or another valuable feather on the partridge is the grey hackle. Whoops, I was a bit remiss of me, a little bit heavy-handed. These are very old silks I'm using at the moment. They're a little fragile. Another alternative is the grey partridge hackle, which is very similar, a different part of the body, but tied with a yellow body. Another very good killing pattern. And there you have your Partridge and Orange. All that's required is a touch of varnish on the head, but I've shown you how to do that. But just in case you've forgotten, I'll show you how to do it again. One little dab. There we are. Fly done. And now let's get started with the Greenwells Glory. We're going to use olive tying silk this time. And the hackle we'll be using is a cock hackle. You can see the fairly distinctive black band down the middle. That is a Greenwells hackle tie it in nice and firm. A bit of that. Now at this stage we'll tie in the rib. I'm going to do the rib as usual with gold wire. Well, it's brass wire really, but kill ourselves as gold. All the way in, right the way down the body. Nice, tight, touching turns to just above the barb of the hook. Nice, tight, touching turns all the way back up again. This pattern has been around for many, many years. It was very, very popular in the early time with the old North Country spider fishers. This, together with the March Brown and the Snipe and Purple, were always the first three on the hook at the beginning of the trout season. Tie the rib in. A bit of the excess, just a few turns to tidy it down. Get a hold of the point of the hackle. We're going to do 3-4 turns. We're doing it today with a what we call a henny cock hackle. In the old days, it was always done with a hen hackle, but getting good quality hen hackles these days is very, very difficult. Get rid of the end, stroke all the fibres back, 2 or 3 turns, and tie off. The usual double half hitch. 1, don't want a very bulky head with this one, so we'll settle for 2 double half hitches. Cut it off. So, nice neat head. All we need to do now is give a little dab of varnish, and the job's done. The job's a good one. And that brings us to the end of lesson 7. 2 spider patterns, and I'm sure you will have found both of them relatively easy to tie. Try them on the river for the brownies, particularly in the North Country, and I'm sure you will enjoy a great deal of success. Until the next time, from Dave Cammiss and the team, happy fishing.